All right, y'all, so welcome back to my channel. And I shared in a couple videos ago, I shared that I am on a skincare journey. I've been transitioning different, like elevating or transforming different areas of my life. When it comes to health, when it comes to products that I put on my body, when it comes to my house, making it as non-toxic and as like healthy or safe as possible. And I shared how I'm on a skincare journey now. And since I started my skincare journey, I've been trying to buy the right products to make sure that I'm meeting the needs of my skin. One of the issues that I had was dryness, like dry skin. Anyways, I had shared that there was something else that I was going to do that was supposed to help in that area. And today, this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that is. And so it has to do with water. In my last video, one of the swaps that I made in my kitchen had to do with a water filter. And one of the things that I shared is some of the things that oftentimes you can find in water, and that's chlorine, heavy metals, and just like toxins in the water. And you can check your town or your city where you live, and you can check how contaminated or not your water supply is. And I'll put the link in the description. And anyways, and so if we don't want to be drinking these things, right? Like we don't want them in our bodies. But the other thing we need to think about is how the chlorine and heavy metals and these toxins, how they're affecting our hair and our skin. And so you may find that you have issues with dry skin. You may find that you're having issues with like dull hair. All right, different issues that may pertain to your skin or your hair. And there have been many people who have said that once they changed their shower head, they filtered their shower head, they were able to notice an improvement, not only in their skin, but also in the condition of their hair. So naturally, it only makes sense that I was going to change my shower head. But I wanted to go with something that looked really pretty. So I'm going to show you which brand I went with, but there is another brand that came down to two brands, honestly. I narrowed it down to two brands. One of them is the one that I got. The other one is one I'm going to include in the link because they're amazing. I'm going to be using them for my sink instead, since I already have the shower head, but I'm going to use the other brand for like my sink, the sink water. And so I'm going to include a link in the bottom because for that other brand, I actually have a coupon code that can help you out. Okay. So let me show you where we are right now and let's watch the installation. Okay, so we currently have a handheld. This is what we're working with right now. Got a little ghetto and put tape because the water was leaking from there, but we're gonna get all of that resolved as we install the new shower head. So this is the old. Let me show you which brand I went with. All right, so my husband is gonna install it. Oh, let me show you the new one. So I went with Jolie, okay? I went with Jolie. Look at how pretty this is. And I went with the chrome color. They have a couple different colors, which I'll show you on here. Ooh. But this is the one. This is the one that I ended up going with. Like, look at how pretty this looks. So let's see what installation is like. It came with the wrench right here, and it also came with. It says the cutest tape in the world. So aside from the product itself with the filter already included, the cute little wrench, the plumber's tape, they also send a letter. Okay. It's a welcome letter. Only beauty and wellness brand that addresses the quality of your water. And then they just kind of break down why this is all important. Some of the issues that you hope to address when you change your shower filter, is issues like dry skin, brittle hair, out of control frizziness, breakouts, acne, eczema, balding, and so on and so forth. And then they include within that a flow restrictor for the states that require like a lower maximum flow rate. So they send a flow restrictor that you can also include. Okay, so here's a little close-up of what the tape looks like. Now you're going to use the tape. All right, so it comes with this tape. And what is the purpose of this tape?
It's to make it so you won't
more snug, so that there's no leaks.
So there's no leaks, yeah.
So when the shower head is opened up, this is the filter that goes in there, and this is the filter that you'll be changing pretty regularly. So we made sure that the filter is in there. So now that the tape is on, he's just putting the shower head on. He's going to twist it really tight, and then he's going to use that wrench to give it like an extra tug to make sure that it's all set. And the whole purpose of this is to make sure to prevent leaks, which you see in my old one, we had leaks, which is why I had that ghetto tape around it. We good? Now let's test it out. Ooh. So you can move that around, changing the direction. Do that again, babe. Changing it around. Okay, now let's see what it looks like. Just turning it around because I want the logo to be like right dead in the center. But yeah, see, moving it around any direction. See the little holes? And voila, and that's it. Went with the chrome. They do have a black one, which I really like, but that just didn't go with the aesthetic of my bathroom. They also have like a red one. They also have a brass one, which would go with my bathroom because the handles on my cabinets and stuff in here are brass, but we just kept it chrome just to kind of match the shower a lot more. Okay, so I showed you the installation. You see how quick and easy that was, at least for my husband, because he was doing it. You see how quick and easy that was. So aside from like addressing some of the skin issues and the hair issues, the things that you may experience, I have really dry hair. It gets really frizzy. So we'll see whether or not this helps and it addresses anything pertaining to that, or if the water was contributing to that. But one of the other reasons why I wanted to make sure to change the shower head is because I have an older child with autism, and many times he likes to have the water go in his mouth, right? And so if the water is contaminated, right, and with different types of like heavy metals or chlorine or whatnot, I don't want him drinking that. I don't want that going in his body. And so that was another reason why this was a really important thing that I needed to do, not just for cosmetics, right? But also thinking about all the different ways that we want to address health and health related issues. So I hope this was helpful, just kind of seeing the next step in our journey and then just the whole process of just kind of like installing it. So I'm going to include a link for you if you're interested in checking out Jolie in this shower filter, this beauty of a shower filter. I'm going to include a link in the description, as well as the other brand that I was debating between is called Canopy, and I 100% am going to go get one of their filters for the sink water. And the other good thing about Canopy is that they also offer handheld versions. Now this you see was not a handheld, right? It's mounted and it's there. Canopy does have a handheld one for those who like a handheld one like I had before. So if either of those interest you, I'm going to include a link in the description. For Canopy, there is a discount with my link. So check it out if you're looking to change or upgrade or elevate your shower filter or this part of your health. All right, y'all. Until next time.